Connection. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Entrepreneur Investor Connection. Today, I'll be talking to you about what's going on in the market, but at the same time, we'll be listening to a project that I really believe you should be paying attention to, especially as these prices are dropping. And I made a video on why you should be doing that. Check that out. But the truth is, right now, they're actually giving away free money. So as we talk about the market, let's collect some free money, and we'll listen in as they talk. So I'm gonna launch the.
And then once you borrow that Aavegotchi, all right, then you can go back to the main page and just click enter the Gotchiverse, and that's when the fun really starts. You're basically in gameplay mode. You will see your Aavegotchi there on player select.
So I'm gonna share my screen so you can hear and watch at the same time what's going on.
Right now, there's a chat box in there. You can do live chat in your district or in the whole global chat for the whole game. There's like 2 chat windows.
All right, so
and then for these 45 minutes, it's like an Easter egg hunt. Alchemica tokens, the 4 play-to-earn tokens of the Gotchiverse, are going to be spawning on the surface of the game, and it's your job to run around and find those Alchemica and collect a few while you're in the event, and hopefully you come out of the AMA with a few Alchemica in your loot bag. And what you do is,
you know what, I need to restart my Chrome. I have to update Chrome.
Like destinations.
All right, so I'll be right back, and I'll chop this out later.
It looks like a black hole or a wormhole. That's called the vortex, and that's a save point. That's where you're going to go. You're going to empty your bag, and it will actually transfer the Alchemica tokens, ERC20s, right to your Polygon wallet. So that's pretty much the gameplay flow. Pretty straightforward, just hanging out, collecting some Alchemica. And the one thing is we cover the withdrawal fee, the gas we're withdrawing. So we have it automatically set. If Maddox Network is doing gas over 1,000, then everything goes into a queue and waits for that gas to come down, because we're not paying over 1,000 for every transaction withdrawal. So that said, if you don't get it immediately, that means the network's gas is over 1,000.
All right, so I'm back. All right, let me see if I can share my screen now.
And we have Mexico as our CEO, and Matt, he's our community.
All right, so basically we're listening to an AMA of a project I think is pretty good, and we'll also be collecting some free money as we do it. So I'll be talking to you guys in the meantime as well.
And so glad that Fabian just set out this time and explanation for our community, because I believe that many from our community they are the first time to learn borrow Gotchi and enter the Gotchiverse. And thanks for the alchemical. Really appreciate of it. And I just plan and get to my current hotel in Taiwan now. So it was a rush.
So this is my character. What this game allows you to do is you can rent out your characters or use your character to make money. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go in to the Gotchiverse, and you'll see I'll start collecting gems. The game is pretty new. This is not everything that's gonna be it's gonna be allowed to do, but you will see people are making money doing this right now. And I'll show you. I'll make a few bucks. Let's see. But at the same time, I want to hear what these people are talking about. And if you have any questions, definitely ask. I'll be answering.
From our members in the forum. I was so happy that we had a lot of people coming in.
Yeah, so the last I looked was 85, and that was with 3 hours left. So we hit about, I think, 95, 100. Members from the community are coming over to hang out and see what the Gotchiverse is all about while we earn and learn.
That's amazing. We're all excited here. We're all big fans, big fans. Maxie just landed from the UK in Taipei. He's ready to quarantine big time. It's a big no-no in Taipei to get out of the country. But we're excited here to talk anyways. Thanks so much for having us.
Absolutely. And so, we kind of, me and Gravy, we might know a little bit more about what you guys are building again. So, but I think our wider community is more in the kind of curious and basic awareness stage. So I would love if we just jumped right into it from the start with kind of a high-level overview of what you guys are building, what's already built, because there's a long history there, and what makes you guys stand out in that way, and what's so special about Genso.
All right, Matt. Could you just share some screen from here? Wow, I'll check it out.
This is, I think, just an audio. So I'll quickly explain what we're doing, probably.
Yeah, it's only audio. I invite you guys to drop links, drop images into the text channel. We have the Genso Meta.
Right.
You can read along with it.
Great. So just a quick intro from us. Genso is based on a 14-year game, a game that has a 14-year history called Elemental Knights. We are, to be humble, we've won numerous awards. We're the most downloaded game in 2012 in Taiwan, in Japan. A lot of community members that have been actively playing our game through Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, both Android and iOS. Our game is a 3D MMORPG, and it's an already existing game. So it's a metaverse. Before it was a metaverse, before many metaverses popped around in the blockchain area, we had a lot of users come in. They had their own avatars. They came along. We had economies inside our game before it was based on a blockchain. So we're going to put this all on the same Polygon blockchain as you guys, and let users come in, mingle around. We're of course going to have our own token economy, and of course our collaboration with Aavegotchi here is so that Aavegotchi NFT holders can come to our 3D metaverse and enjoy our metaverse as their Gotchis, as their 3D Gotchis. And we're trying to do this integration as smoothly as possible. And I hope we can delve more deep into how this is going to work later in this conversation. That's a quick intro.
Yeah, I love I want to see Aavegotchis on the Nintendo Switch someday, and you guys are already there. Is that where the first console that Genso launched on, or just a little bit more on the history there? How long has the game been around, and was Nintendo where it started?
Yeah, I'm gonna pop in some images in the chat. So while I do that,
yeah, I don't know what this game is. I will check it, but
Originally, Genso is the GameFi version of the original title, which is Elemental Knights Online. actually it was released out in the year of.
So these play to earn games, right? They are, I think, what's gonna be the main thing that people do during this bear market, like I've been saying. So if you get into one of these things early, you can make a lot of money. I told you last year there was a kid that made $4 million playing games like this. Oh, big ass cat, come on. Oh, man. Let's listen.
We made a different title, which is called Genso TC. Well, you can just call Genso. So that would be the concept of the Genso, what we are doing. Of course, first from again 5 play to earn, but as I said, that we are actually making a metaverse, not just only play to earn, but a total new metaverse world, which could run many things there. You can, of course, just like we collaborate with Aavegotchi, other NFT projects, other GameFi, or even other many famous IP things that will be coming this year and next year. But it will basically be the concept with what we are doing now.
Yeah, it's a beautiful 3D world. I think it's nice. Like our partnership, it kind of works so well because we're two very different visual and even gameplay mode type. We're like a top-down kind of old school, and you guys are very modern, 3D, beautiful. I see that 3D Aavegotchi coming through right now, the avatar. You guys have tweeted a few weeks ago.
I just shared the video there.
Yeah, everybody's got to watch that. And they said they just found a foot under there, which I love. So it's actually a costume for your avatar, your character in the game, right? You don't actually. I mean, it's got a foot there, which is really cute.
Yes, that's also. I mean, discussable in the future how we face that. Yeah, I think I'm glad that you guys think it's cute. We absolutely think it's cute. Every character that we have in our game is a human character, but it's a cosplay. So you can wear the Aavegotchi cosplay, and that's how users are going to be able to become Aavegotchi from Metaverse. I'm very glad that your users, your Gotchis think it's electrocute. Thank you.
Yeah, we were all surprised. I think there's a lot like, oh, it's not an Aavegotchi, it's a cosplay. Yeah, that's well put. So
it's always fun to see the Gotchis move in a different way as well.
Yeah, the tilt is a nice effect. Just the whole thing is it's really, really cool. So where are we? Maybe we zoom out into a bit of context here of the roadmap. Recently there was news, you guys confirmed you're on Polygon, maybe not so recently. Where kind of run through that whole process of when was the decision to go to from traditional game and incorporate some Web3 metaverse elements, and what's the timeline? Where are we now in the journey?
Yeah, so right now we are very excited to announce that at the end of this month in May, our alpha test is coming. We are officially launching in August, end of August, but our first alpha version is coming out end of this month. And we're very excited to invite Gotchi fans to check this out. Unfortunately, we're only going to be able to bring in the Gotchi cosplays in the beta version, which comes out in July. But we're very excited if any of you here would be excited to join. We have some alpha tickets that we can locate, and so that you guys can come over to our metaverse as well. It's a vice versa partnership event. We have about 100 engineers working on the GameFi integration right now, so everything is very much on schedule. The roadmap is on schedule, very punctual. So that's what we're very proud about, that we're doing everything on time as we announced.
Yeah. We at Gotchi Gang definitely appreciate that too. We try our best with Pixelcraft to deliver, and so many don't. And it's hard with games, right? Sometimes the unexpected happens, but that's great to hear. Everything just running according to plan. What's the play to earn kind of aspect on this? Have there been public announcements around the kind of PvE aspect of the game?
Absolutely. Maxie, do you want to point out the play and earn? I guess that's how people like to say it these days. Aspect. Yeah, play and earn. Yeah, so I was just replying to the text, the text channel there. Yeah, of course, play and earn. We have, as we mentioned before in our side, there are two tokens for Gensel. One is a governance token MV, and another is the in-game token, which is called RON. And in the game, we build another, just like it's just like a mini RON in the game. So in the game, in the RPG, of course, you team up with other online partners, your friends, and would be 4 players in a team. You can go and just adventure, and of course, just like our 3D MMORPG do, you go to dungeon, beat the monster, beat the dragons, and they will drop your items. So that would be the NFT, so you can get it. And then you could sell the NFT to an NPC, non-player character in the game to get a mini ROM. Or you can just swap, reach out to OpenSea or whatever platform you would like. Of course, you can trade it, you can sell it. Of course, you can buy other users' equipment there. So that would be the basic play and earn style. That's what we bring with the in-game.
So a lot of the games now are using this play and earn way of actually selling the items you get in the game. So another one that I'm looking at that's going to do that is called bigtime.gg. That one I'm going to be making content pretty soon about. I got 2 early access passes to that to check it out. Right now, if you look at the marketplace of this game, let's see how much money people are listing their items for. Open market.
Buy some NFTs up front to be able to play the game, and they can come in as they did in our original game. You start playing, and after they register, they can start earning. Of course, you can earn better if you have an upfront NFT that you buy, but they can start earning. So we think that we can successfully bring in original gamers, original game players to this GameFi version, and yeah, that's going to be exciting for us.
Yeah, I think that's one of the major differentiating factors here. You're not starting from scratch. This is a mature IP brand with a player base, products for years now. So,
Okay.
You chose Polygon. Did you guys look at all? I'm sure you looked at all the other options out there. And as a fellow, we were happy with our choice to launch on Polygon. But I'm always curious to hear what the decision process was for you guys, and how important is it that you guys are on Polygon, and how's that going to work with onboarding the existing player base?
Yeah, thanks. A great question, definitely. I'm going to let Maxie and Capitan answer this, but before that, I'm just curious. There's some questions about the Alchemica drop. Do you want to answer that?
Sure. Let's see. What questions do we have? Some people are having trouble, right? So I think basically, there's high gas right now, so you have to crank up the gas if you want to get a transaction to go through. When you borrow an Aavegotchi, there's it's an on-chain transaction. So that would be the biggest hurdle at this strange time in the market.
I think one of the questions was they borrowed a Gotchi and wasn't able to see it, but that looks like it's resolved now. So it was only a temporary thing.
Yeah, most of the kinks have been worked out over the last 30 days. It's been live just over a month now, but once in a while you get a surprise and you just refresh your screen and usually you're good to go. So enjoy the Gotchiverse. I keep seeing there's Alchemica dropping while we chat. Let's go back to this idea of speaking of gas. Here we are all getting ready to launch another game together on Polygon. So Maxie, what's your thoughts on Polygon, and how was that decision process?
Okay, cool. It was just last year, about summer, which you guys found Aavegotchi, and actually, I was told by Capitan that I think he's first one player in Aavegotchi, so he just shared your project on the social media, and then of course there was Polygon, and me and my team, they were discussing which blockchain network we should use. Of course, the biggest user and community is from Japan, and Japanese, they actually do love Ethereum, ERC20 very much. So in the very first step, we are actually seriously thinking about launching on the Ethereum, but last year the gas fee is so incredible high, and then that's no way to launch a GameFi on Ethereum. No one would be able to pay the high gas even. Yeah, so that time the Polygon was really a nice choice, and of course we are inspired by Aavegotchi. Myself, I own Gotchi, and I played Aavegotchi last year. So of course, transaction speed and the gas fee, it was really attractive. Of course, recently, just to mention that getting higher now, but still a very efficient, good network to use. And of course, I saw many GameFi projects are earning more and more on Polygon. So that's a big reason why we choose a Polygon compared to like BSC or Avalanche. BSC is quite, too many GameFi they're using. Of course, the user base on BSC might be the very big one, but for the future long run potential, I believe in Polygon. So that would be a really good reason for us. How about Capitan? Do you have something about Polygon to say?
Oh wow!
I think Capitan is in the Gotchiverse.
No problem. Easy.
Wow, so I'm not sure if I'm seeing this right, but this might be the first NFT game that's on like major consoles. Like, look, it's showing that it plays on iPad. I think iPad. There's other games that you play on iPad, but not live. None of them are live. And then look, the Switch. That's pretty big. PlayStation. So if this is true and all these games, all of this is NFTs that can be played on those consoles, that opens up the amount of users that can play and trade, and that means possibly more money. The only thing I don't like about these type of games is that they're banking on the fact that people are going to want to buy these things off you, and I don't know if that's always going to be true. I'm trying to be not what they call a market participant investor, meaning I don't try to call what I believe is going to happen. I just call what I see happening. So as a participant, I watch and I say, okay, I think people are doing this. So right now, of course, you can't do that with crypto. With gaming NFTs, because they don't really exist yet where people are making money, except Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity had a huge problem. It's the first one, and there's some hiccups, right? So the reason why I like Aavegotchi is it's not about the gameplay for me as much as I think people are going to do it because you can make money. All right, let me try to get this. You can make money playing. Like right now, as I collect these things are worth money, actual money. So like right now, when I get one, if I get one, it's hard to stream and play at the same time. I get that one. So the keks are worth the most. The purple ones are worth the most money. So you always gotta try to get the purple ones. The purple and the blue ones are worth the most money. And again, this is not gonna be the overall game. This is just a game right now where they teach us how to play, and they're kind of paying us to learn about it. But also the reason why this is being happening right now is because there's a company that's telling us about their project while you're in here, so they're paying for us to learn.
Has been here and has had major partnerships with super famous brands. And for example, if you look up the original game, we have a lot of IPs that you should know that we collaborated with. And that is, for example, I'm pasting these screenshots on the other chat. But for example, Hello Kitty. Others are Fairy Tale is another famous manga in Asia. So these IPs have come in and they have become avatars in the Genso Kishi metaverse. For example, this Fairy Tale character was a character that became playable inside the Genso Kishi metaverse, like the Gochi was playable inside the Genso Kishi universe as well. So we're bringing in a lot of famous titles that are going to be playable as 3D avatars inside our game. And these are all going to be NFTs. These are all going to be tradable. And I think that is why we have brought in a lot of enthusiasm.
Oh my God, I can't control this thing.
That's huge. So it seems like there's just like any metaverse should be. It's kind of
so while I stream, it makes it harder to play.
For the community, but it could be
I need a more powerful machine.
I think that's what's intriguing about a true metaverse. You're not just in your own silo. So if you guys are bringing in all these different kind of IPs and brands that are established with their own loyal communities, they're going to all have a world to interact in, it seems like, with their own NFTs. And that seems pretty important and quite a differentiating factor from so many.
Thank you. I mean, if it's metaverse, you want to be able to dress up and be whoever you want to be. And I think we are going to be able to, realize that in the most precise way, in a chibi kawaii version. It's a very cute version of what you want to be like. And one thing I want to add is that in our original game, we had a lot of users come in, express their love and game. I just want to paste some cute cosplays that they originally made on their own as well. They can make, of course, their own cosplays as well. So they had a lot of cosplay contests, and some players got married inside our Genso Kishi metaverse. That's how enthusiastic everybody was about their life in this metaverse.
That is a testament to the passion and dedication to the community. That's huge. That's
definitely something that we have to set a goal on, is to have a marriage in the Gotchiverse. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Life goals.
Okay.
That's impressive. So let's see here. What we went over the timeline. We've got you said the alpha just weeks away, really, and then July is more of a beta push. And how could people get involved if they want to participate in the alpha? Would they go to maybe drop some key links here and let us know if there's any tricks or things to know about the onboarding process?
Great. So I'm going to go ahead and make a Google Forms link and paste it here so that anyone who's interested can enter their address so that we can drop the alpha tickets to them. And I think that'll work best. What do you think?
Well, it makes sense. It's not a public alpha, right? So you're talking about getting on the list here if people are so interested. Closed alpha, yeah.
So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to rent out my Aavegotchi while we play. I forgot to do that before. So I'm selecting the gotchis, resume selected, because I wasn't listing them. and I just cost myself a little bit of money because I could have been making money while I play. People could have been playing with those, and I would have made a percentage of the money they made. Plus, I would have also made money from them paying me up front to rent it. So that's pretty cool if you think about it. All right, so let's see what's the settings I have. So 0.2 goes. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get that, but let's see. Whatever. I'm just gonna leave it. See what happens.
Yeah, really, we don't have too much time. So yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be huge, and that's in partnership on Polygon. What about the token? You mentioned there's a token already. The token is trading, right? It's on the market. Speak a bit about the tokenomics.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yes. So thanks for bringing this up. Our token is the MB token. Maxi, if you can paste the link on CoinGecko or whatever on the chat. But this is the governance token of our metaverse. So we are going to allow users to make their own cosplay NFTs, like I said, and also their own lands, their own maps. And that is why, it's exciting for us to have probably a Gochiverse, a 3D Gochiverse inside, again, Tokishi as well. So that is why we're saying that our users are excited to come into your metaverse, and maybe your players come into the Gochiverse over here as well. It's a win-win if that happens. And to do that, you need to stake a certain amount of our governance tokens to unlock that privilege to design your own map and design your own cosplay NFTs. And this function is going to come after the official release. It is an already existing function, but we still need more work to get this done more smoothly on the blockchain. So this is going to take a bit more until Q4 of this year after the official release. But this is definitely going to be happening. And it's an exciting function for us to present to the Gochi community.
That's super exciting. I think, that's kind of the part we hadn't touched on yet, which is user-generated content is king, right? That's really where the community gets to have the most direct impact on what the world is going to be. And sounds very, very interesting. I hope either our individual Gotchi gang members or Aavegotchi DAO or Pixelcraft, I'm sure there'll be many opportunities for us all to kind of bring over parts of the Gotchiverse with some map building. That sounds very, very exciting. We'd love to create some content.
Yes, by the way, we loved the Gochi trailer of the Gochiverse that came out on Twitter as well. It was super. Our team was hyped about that, and we hope we can work together on that, or we see that coming out as soon as possible. It's so exciting.
Yeah. Keep us in the loop on the builds because we definitely want to get in early on that. Get in building as soon as we can. So that would be wonderful. I see Mutashi asking, how do we get in on the alpha testing? I'm not real clear if that it's not an open one, but you did mention maybe there's a list, and if people are interested, they could contact you or sign up. So either way on that, you guys.
Yeah, right. Let me finish up a Google form right away, and I'll post that right here. I'll have a secret phrase. Let's make it you need to write that to be applicable, or else anybody could just.
What is it?
Yeah, it's the secret phrase here, so that you can apply.
What was the phrase?
Okay. Little alpha.
You say Yoshi or whatever?
Well, he's prepping that gravy. How's things going in the Gotchiverse? It looks like everyone's standing by for the next Alchemica drop, maybe in the next 5 minutes. And
Yeah, actually, it's good. Oh, I'm sorry. Got a little excited there.
Yeah. I'm just going to add that it should be ongoing. There should be a few more drops left because they're scheduled for 45. Actually, the AMA is set for 45, and we let the Alchemica deploy for I believe, 1.5 hours, so 90 minutes.
Oh, wow.
That way we can focus on the AMA, have some questions, but then feel free to hang out, stick around in the Gotchiverse. We can make use of the text chat in world, and we'll have a whole nother 45 minutes of earning after the AMA. So that way people can focus.
So I might be able to get my money back.
Yeah.
I might be able to make some money on
Maybe,
renting out my Gotchi.
Yeah, what are we missing here before we do come into the final minutes of the AMA? What's left that we just maybe have not answered today? And also I want to invite everybody in the Genso Meta chat to post your questions for Genso Meta, because now is the perfect time to start getting those questions answered.
Yeah, I think we wrap it up with some community questions that they may have that might bring up some more interesting concepts that we haven't covered. And then, of course, if you guys from Genso, I believe you're giving away tickets or something. If you want to reiterate that one more time for anybody that trickled in late, definitely feel free to elaborate on all that.
Yes, thank you. So I am about to drop the Google Forms right now onto the chat. And let me just say that once more again later. And let's answer some questions next in the chat then.
Of course, yeah.
Maxie, did you have any questions that you wanted to answer?
If we scroll up, I scroll up Graziano. We can start there. Graziano said, AMA question. I think we kind of covered this, but let's address it. Where are we on the roadmap, and have there been NFTs distributed already? So we did talk roadmap a bit, but yeah, not everybody caught it the first time around, and it's really important. So where are we on the roadmap? And I don't know, are NFTs already out there?
Okay. As Matt mentioned, we released an alpha test this month, and beta coming in July, and official release on August, so that we're really coming soon. And NFT distributed already. Yes, actually we started the project last year, last December, and if you just join our community, including Twitter, Discord, Telegram, then you just got a free NFT drop, which is the equipment, I mean, sword and shield and some clothes for your very beginning of the adventure. So that is already distributed already, and we had the first NFT auction about 2 months ago. That was a really legendary one. Of course, there was some super. I mean, if we say in Aavegotchi style, that would be a godlike equipment level, which is only one with some gods named just like Thor, Odin, and Loki.
Oh my God!
A very, very super powered and super skilled equipment, and the best high price was bid by around should be a 53K USDT for one NFT. In total, we got a total bidding around $2 million at the first NFT auction. That was really amazing and high, beyond our expectation. So there are more and more NFT coming. Of course, with Amano, the designer of Final Fantasy. Of course, there will be an NFT series for Amano, and with Genso, and of course other famous NFT collaboration. NFT will be coming this year too. So many NFT are coming. So we are just right now at the alpha stage, but really things are getting got news every month. So please just follow us, of course, on our Discord, Twitter, and this Telegram.
And also you can get the secret drop monthly from the staking program of MB. You're staking MB token in our official staking site. You will receive the monthly secret drop, the NFTs.
Shit.
Yes, to answer one question, can we play on the Nintendo Switch? There's a lot of questions about that. Our original game is playable on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch, both Android and iOS. But this GameFi version, we're going to start off with both smartphone, iOS, and Android, and the PC only, not the consoles yet. That's going to be a big hurdle to come over with the Nintendo game as well. So just PC and iOS Android for now.
So I thought I'm wrong.
People, that's a great point too. Like, I don't know how different in terms of, is it from scratch, or how different will the world be and the game be from what's already out there in terms of this Web3 integration? Is it like completely new world and story mode and everything, or is it all like this metaverse that's influenced by the games that are out there today that people should go and check out and try? You could go play them now, which is pretty cool.
Sorry, damn it.
Maxie, I'll let you answer that.
Sorry?
Maxie, I'll let you answer that. All right. This game is the sequel of the original Elemental Knights game. So the usability, of course, the main functions inside the game are similar, but of course, it's a sequel, so the entire map has been revamped. The graphics have been revamped entirely, so much beautiful and high resolution. And of course, there's going to be a lot of tokenomics involved. So you need to you're going to need to use the in-game tokens
right now. I don't know if it's because I'm playing.
HP and MP and so on. So it's an exciting upgrade. But of course, there are a lot of common abilities and ways of using the game which are similar to the original game.
Great. So yeah, it is a sequel in the truest sense. It pushes the lore forward, the story, all of that. That's always exciting. And probably my suggestion there was for anyone who wants to get into that, they can check it out on PC now, right? Or Switch. But it sounds like PC may be the way to go, because the friends you make there and playing together, they're going to be the first ones that will have the easiest time moving over to the Web3 version. So I wonder if that's
absolutely. And even the smartphone as well. Yeah. The most interesting part about our game is that all consoles, so Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4, all the tablets, all the smartphones, they all access the same metaverse and same 3D MMORPG. So that's what was really popular in our game.
Yeah, but they're fighting NFTs though.
Can I just pop in about the info about the forum, because I think we're about to wrap up.
Yep, that'd be perfect. So this is the form for the alpha. If you are interested in joining their alpha testing that is happening very soon, we're talking weeks away, you could perhaps join their closed alpha, become a proper game tester, right? And
yes, please. We'd love to have your community members come over. And I just popped a form on the Genso.net IMA chat. The secret phrase was Aavegotchi. So please enter that and your Polygon address. We can airdrop the alpha tickets too. We'd be happy to welcome everybody here. Thank you.
Genso Gotchi, Gotchi, right? No spaces. Genso.
Yes, there is a space. It's a multiple choice. Yep.
Oh, okay. Glad I asked there. So last call for questions from the community. I saw a few there. I got to scroll up, but I think we're at a great stopping point here. Some questions about a jailbroken switch. I don't know what that. Well, I know what that means, but I don't think you need a jailbroken switch, right? You just play the real thing, and you probably don't endorse that.
Yeah, let's go with the smartphone and PC first.
Yeah. So, can we make our own NFT gotchis and sell them in the game? I don't know if they'll be gotchis, but yeah, how would you expect someone to get a hold? What's the kind of game plan? What category does the gotchi cosplay outfit fall in? Is that something you would probably win in the game, or craft, or how does that work? Or are we not sure yet?
So there are some uncertainties yet, but what is sure is that our devs are thinking of allowing users to connect their wallets, of course, which has the Gotchi NFTs, and with that they can unlock the Gotchi skin, which they can add their own design onto. And if in the future they would like to automatically bring in the Gotchi designs onto the already existing skins, but that could be an upgrade in the future.
Yep. That one, as we know, that's the kind of stuff dreams are made of. We can do it. It's just going to take a lot more heavy lifting. So one step at a time. No, we're super excited for what they're building. We were thrilled when we got to connect a couple months ago at this point and started discussing possibilities and sharing a home on Polygon, and the history and the experience you guys bring, the professionalism is something that we admire and strive to achieve as well. And we happy to have friends like Gensomeda in the Polygon sphere, but also in the Gotchiverse and beyond. So really appreciate you guys coming on today and sharing where you guys are in the build. And gotta give a shout out to Capitan for helping to make this all happen from the earliest stages.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining. I'm super excited to take along for the journey and see your progress and participate with you.
Yeah, if you guys can drop a few more links in the chat, they will be very appreciated. Help people find their way to maybe some key articles or videos or any other materials you guys feel like sharing. By all means, this text chat will stay open throughout the whole rest of the week, through the weekend, so people can refer back to here for all the information. And we look forward to seeing what's to come with Gensomeda. It's going to be huge. And congratulations on all you guys have achieved.
Thank you so much for having us.
Hey, thank you so much. Yeah.
We had so much fun coming here. Thank you so much.
All right, and with that, maybe we'll see you guys in the Gotchiverse. We're at exactly about the halfway point. So there's about 45 more minutes of FUD, Alpha, FOMO, and Keck dropping in the Gotchiverse. What is it structured for 10-minute rests where we can chit chat, and then 5 minutes of drops. So it's going to be dropping every 60 seconds for 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes of just chill mode. So big shout out to everybody who's coming over and checking out the Gotchiverse for the very first time. And super excited about this collaboration. Like Wagner just said, can't wait to see more cross-pollination and build some stuff together in each other's worlds. So we'll leave it there, everybody. Thank you for coming. And I'll be in the Gotchiverse for the next half hour or so in the Citadel chat room. So
all right. So this game, I mean, this is where, like, at the end of the day, you gotta do your own research. You know, there's a coin, there's a whole bunch of things there. I gotta do some research. But the real thing is, these games, I think, are going to be what powers crypto throughout this next bear market. Like, I think projects like this is what people are going to want to be involved in. Because, coins just sitting in your wallet is boring. Even if they're in like an Aave getting you interest, it's not that fun. Oh, somebody rented it. All right, let's see. Did somebody rent this one too? Not yet. All right, but it's an active listing. I got to change it. Let's see. So if you see here, look, I'm renting this. They just paid me 0.2 goals to play with this for 0.4 hours. You know what? I may just leave it. Let somebody rent it. I made 0.2 goals, which is a few, like 40 cents or something like that. Price of ghosts is falling, but not as hard as the other coins in crypto. Look at how bad stuff is falling. So this is where, I think that the gaming coins are gonna do best during the bear market, metaverse coins, because this is where people can do stuff in there, and people are gonna want to. I don't think crypto is gonna just go to completely dead for 4 years. There's too many people building. The smartest brains in the world are all going to crypto, so there's gonna be things to do, and I think Aavegotchi is one of the big ones. I'm also going to interview tonight, actually, one of the main people involved in Aavegotchi, actually the builder of the Gotchiverse. I mean, not the Gotchiverse, sorry, this rental platform. Let me show you. I think I took it off. Yeah, the builder of this, I'm going to interview tonight, and talk to him about the business behind Aavegotchi. I'm basically looking at this as a cash flow business. I'm going to talk to him about what he sees and see if we see the same things, and figure out if the best way to approach this new business I'll be starting. And I'll be starting it all live. I'll do it all here, just so people can see, and if they want to partake, they can partake. But I do think this is the types of businesses of the future, taking protocols like this, working in their economy, building assets, collateral. I do think generational wealth can be created by being involved in these games. I'm not sure if these games are going to last generations, but you can make a lot of money, and that can last you generations if you put it in the right places. So that's my goal. I'll be working on that, and hope to see you guys around as I do it. Ask any questions if you need, anywhere you can find me. Thanks for coming by, and see you tonight, hopefully. All right.